One fun way to spice up a piercing is by making it a double piercing. People do double nostrils, double lips, but what about the double nipple piercing? Now to start off with, I'm not talking about piercing each nipple, I'm talking about two piercings in the same nipple. Now this typically is done with a horizontal piercing, and once it's healed up, you can put a vertical right behind it. Now with this piercing, typically you need to be all the way healed up before you can get your second one. A lot of people start with a horizontal piercing like this and you do the piercing behind it. Some people also go at a slight angle and then you can do the other angle to create the X. Now as far as the jewelry options, I typically like to use a curved barbell. Now for the initial first nipple piercing, I'll start with a straight, but the one behind it, I like to have the curve. Otherwise it keeps pushing the nipple further and further out and it doesn't look as natural. So start with the straight one and then the one behind it, go with the curve. Now the healing time is different on this one because it's two separate healing processes. You got to start with the first one and then once it's fully healed, you do the second one. And typically most nipple piercings take 4 to 6 months to fully heal. Sometimes they take up to a year. So that means this is probably a minimum of 8 months, maybe even up to 2 years before you're fully healed. Now as far as the most common problems, when I had mine done, it was whenever I was taking my shirt off. Now with a horizontal bar through your nipple, things aren't as likely to get caught on there when you're taking your shirt on or off. And when it's vertical, it constantly got caught and ripped and pulled up, which kept a big scab on the bottom side, which is really uncomfortable. So be very careful. Women, also be very careful with your bras. They love to grab a hold and pull up in the same direction. Other than that, watch out for those rags, loofahs, and sponges. They'll grab a hold of any piercing if they can. And other than that, patience. Just be patient and keep those crusties off, and you'll eventually get to that healed double nipple piercing. Now, if you've seen my original nipple piercing video, you know this one can be a little pinchy. And now you're doing another one and behind it. Let's check it out. It stays up there. But you know what? Sometimes that's the price you pay for beauty. It's a little bit pinchy, and if you've gone through it once, you know you can do it again. It is totally worth it. Super, super cool piercing. Since I started piercing, there's always been the request for the second nipple piercing. Not a lot, but I have done quite a few through the past. So it's a super, super cool piercing. It gives you some fun options. You get kind of creative with rings to the bars to the different colored gems. And yeah, I'm a fan. But with any nipple piercing, you always got to be careful. Those rags and loofahs, they grab a hold every time. That's the only downfall. So if you want more decoration on your nipple, do the double nipple ring. Now, what a fun piercing. What'd you guys think? Let me know. Would you ever even try this? I did. Well, if you enjoyed my video, make sure you have that subscribe button hit so you know of all future videos. Make sure to hit the like, and of course, keep putting holes in your body. See you all in the next video.